Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kira and this is Follow Your Arrow Tarot. And today I will be doing the intuitive and tarot card reading for the sign of Scorpio for June 2019. But before I get started, I do have some channel announcements. If you are returning to this channel and you already know those announcements, just check out the description box below to make sure that there's not anything new. Feel free to timestamp this video and skip ahead. For those of you who are new, welcome and thank you for watching. So I'm doing June readings, and if you didn't know, I base my readings in the order to which the previous month had the most views. So I'm looking at May's views for June's readings. The top 3 signs were Scorpio, so thank you so much for being #1 last month. You had a total of 882 views, so thank you so much, Scorpio, for your love and support. And then there's the rest of the list, so that's kind of how I do that, if you weren't aware. Secondly, I still have my channel contest going on. Every time I reach a milestone, in subscribers, I do a special video where I pull names out of the Buddha head to win a free private personal reading with myself. So currently I'm almost to 500. When I reach 500 subscribers, I will make a separate video and I will pull 5 lucky subscribers to win. If you're not sure of how to enter the contest, 1, subscribe, that gets you 1 entry. Another way to enter the contest is by leaving thoughtful and positive comments on any of my channel's videos. Each thoughtful and positive comment gets you 1 entry. So the more comments you leave, the more entries you get, therefore increasing your chances and odds of winning, okay? So make sure you subscribe. Also, if you'd like to receive your monthly general reading in the beginning of the month, make sure you share this video with other Scorpios or Scorpio cross watchers, so we can, continue getting high views, so you can be, in the top. So when I publish videos, that's the beginning of the month. All right. So without further ado, Scorpio #1 last month. All right, so I typically start my readings by doing some channeled messages and guidance for you when I meditated and connected with the energy for your zodiac sign for this month. I also give you some information regarding some planetary information and alignments for you for June, and then I do my tarot card reading. So if you're not really into channeled messages or planetary information, feel free to skip forward to your tarot card reading. All right, so Scorpio, we're talking June 2019. When I was meditating on your sign, I felt a deep connection. I'll tell you, I got an image, and I felt as though I was outside. It was a spring or summer day, very warm. So I wrote down the words hot and warm. I felt hot, like almost humid, almost like the environment or the weather you would feel probably in the South, like Alabama or North Carolina or, Louisiana. I'm feeling like more of that area is kind of what I envisioned. Almost like if you go back in time, like plantations, and they would have picnics outside and they would have a gathering and almost like a tea party, because I just remember seeing kind of like one of those push carts with lemons and lemonade. And I have no idea the connection quite yet, Scorpio, of why I was getting that image. It could be that you're excited for the better weather. Maybe you're a Scorpio who likes to go outside. Maybe there's some connection with, because I kept smelling citrusy smells, like lemon, so I'm not sure if maybe you are a fan of lemonade, or if there's some connection. Maybe you're going to a picnic or an outing or a family reunion or something. Oh, it's graduation season, so you may be doing a lot of things outside. Something about being outside in the warm weather and drinking, a cool drink. And I felt social and I felt light and free and happy. So I feel like this month for you, Scorpio, you're going to be doing some sort of outings where you're going to be social, and you're enjoying yourself. And I think, too, for some of you, if you're single, I think social outings like this will be good places to potentially meet new love interests if you're a single Scorpio, okay? So again, when I was connecting to your sign, I feel as though for a lot of you, you're finally starting in the spring and into the summer months, going on adventures and intimacy. Meaning, for a lot of you, you could be single or dating, and I think that this is kind of like dating season for you in a sense of like you're going to be meeting a lot of people, talking, potentially going out on dates, or you're talking to multiple people. And I think right now you're just wanting to have fun and getting out there and just meeting people like fresh, like lemonade, like a fresh start. You know what I mean? So if it's been a while, or if you're hoping, you've been wondering when is love going to come, I feel this is a really good start for you. If you're single. Again, this is a general monthly reading and intuitive and channeled messages. So it could be for Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, ascending, or Venus, or you could be a cross watcher. Basically, whenever you come to watch this video, there's probably a message somewhere in there for you. And if there's not, then you know what? Maybe this wasn't the right video for you. Okay? I do feel for a lot of you Scorpios, there's going to be some surprising and unexpected events that are occurring. So maybe things that pop up at the last minute. I feel like spontaneity. Like, don't feel like you have to be so planned for the month of June. You may try if you're a Scorpio who likes plan, but I'm kind of getting the vibe you don't. I feel like you're more spontaneous type of people, and plan for that. You're going to have unexpected things happen this month. Not negatively, though. They're good things like outings or events, or you're going to be invited somewhere, or things are going to just pop up. And I think a lot of it has to do with relationships and partnerships. It could be relationships like romantic and intimacy, or it could be things just like socially, friends, or it could be business with partnerships. Things are going to just pop up that are going to allow you to connect with other people, kind of like mingle. I do feel strongly for a lot of you, and I feel like this could be more towards individuals who are currently in relationships, whether they're relationships that are rocky right now, or you're unsure, or you've just been in or out of a relationship, or you're in a happy, committed relationship. I do feel for a lot of you, Scorpios in particular, you're going to be really wanting to articulate your deep feelings and values, especially about your purpose and where you think that your relationship or your life should be going. And so I feel for a lot of you who are already in relationships, you're really going to be having serious talks this month, potentially with your partners. But you're going to feel really deep. You're going to finally feel open enough to really communicate. I feel sometimes maybe Scorpios can be a little bit closed off. And I think a lot of it's just protective factors, and you want to make sure that you open up to the right people. You don't just necessarily give your whole heart and your whole deep emotions and ideas or visions to just anybody. And I think it's just a protecting type of thing. But I feel like this month you're going to feel a little bit more open, a little bit more light and carefree, and feel a little bit safer in telling people, not just anyone, but people who you're very close to, what's truly on your mind. Okay. Going kind of into some planetary information. June, let's start with the new moon. We'll have a new moon in a couple days on June 3rd in Gemini. So that's an air sign. And then June 13th through the 21st, Mars, which is typically your ruling planet, will oppose Saturn and Pluto. And it's going to move into a more vulnerable and emotional Cancer in your 9th house of higher mind. So I really feel like this month for a lot of you, you're going to be definitely in your thoughts, especially with that Gemini new moon being an air sign. And then you're going into Cancer with Mars. You're definitely going to be in your thoughts, deep thoughts, a little bit vulnerable, a little bit more emotional maybe than normal. But it's going to be a lot of mental states of mind. So you're going to feel deep emotions. Your psyche is going to be at play here. So there's things happening on a subconscious level for you, Scorpio. You could be having deep daydreams. I'm kind of seeing some of you astro projecting. A lot of you are having vivid dreams. So you're going to be getting some downloads and some information that way. There's definitely authentic self-learning going on for you right now. I hear Spirit saying, just be careful. Like some guidance is be careful of emotional outbursts. I think that you're going to feel a lot, and it may be for some of you a lot to handle. And so you might have a breaking point this month. So just be mindful of that, and maybe doing things like going outside and being social are going to be really good ways to cope with those intense feelings and kind of release them. For some of you, I do feel for others of you, Spirit saying to be careful of a power struggle. But I'm not sure too much if that's like maybe business or job related, or it could be relationship. And I think it could be surrounding these deep thoughts too. I feel like I'm seeing kind of like, you know, when you're younger and you played tug of war, and somebody always falls in the mud when you play tug of war. Okay, so I feel like you're either torn between maybe two people, or you're torn between a decision in a relationship, or you're torn between opening up to somebody about something, or you could be torn between two responsibilities. Maybe I feel like it could be work related too. Maybe you have two job offers and you're not sure. Almost kind of like the Two of Coins type of energy. You're conflicted for some of you. And I keep just seeing tug of war. Almost like it's a battle of like wills or ideologies or beliefs, maybe with somebody or a situation. Okay. And because of this deep emotional, these deep emotional feelings here, it's funny, I'm hearing a song like In My Feelings, right? That's like a popular song right now, right? In My Feelings. Who's that by? Oh, Drake, right? And I think the first lyric doesn't say this shit got me in my feelings. Yeah, I feel like you're saying that about something, but to yourself. It's almost like you're going to have this really intense part of the month, and you're going to be sitting there and you're going to be reflecting on it, and you're just like, damn, this situation or this person has got me in my feelings, and you almost don't like it. I almost get a vibe of like, for some of you Scorpios that I'm connecting with your energy, you don't typically, even though you're a water sign and waters is cups and it's ruled by emotions, you typically are, for those of you this resonates with, you don't like to touch your emotions. You don't like to talk about them. You don't, you kind of like when someone comes to you about them, you kind of like, look over here, you don't want to, and somebody or a situation has got you in your feelings. You're just like, damn, this person has got me feeling, whether you're like in love with a person or you want to be committed to them, or someone's driving you crazy, in a situation, but you can't, like, I feel for some of you, like it's a situation where the relationship may be sour. Okay. Lemons, remember? It could be a sour patch right now, and you're like, but you just can't move on from this person. They've got you in your feelings. Or you could be someone who's, totally falling for someone, and you're just like, dang, like I've never felt this way about someone. Yeah. So your feelings, I feel like that's definitely a big key factor for you this month, Scorpio. Also we've got, so we talked about the new moon in Gemini. The sun will also be in Gemini on the 9th and the 10th. Then we have a full moon in Sagittarius on the 17th. Then Venus will be in Gemini the 22nd through the 24th. And then we'll end the month with the sun in Cancer, the 26th through 27th. So we got a lot of air energy with Gemini, and it is Gemini season. And then we got a little fire, and we've got some water here. So deep passions, deep feelings, right? But all in your mind, It's got you in your feelings, but it's like in your mind too. You could definitely be having strong spiritual thoughts and awakening. You could have confusion. But I just feel like you're just stuck in your mind. It may be hard for you to fall asleep. You could be daydreaming. You could hear people telling you, like, quit thinking about it so much. You know what I mean? Also, Gemini will be opposite Jupiter and Sagittarius, and it's going to square with Neptune and Pisces in your 5th house of creative self-expression. So I really feel this month for you, Scorpio, of like you want to be heard, but the things that you need to express are so deep. It's like a little bit hard for you. I feel this month you're having a hard time, you know, like people have got you in your feelings and you're like, well, shit, you know, dang it. But for the most part, I think it's really good for you. I think this is going to be healing for you to get it out. It may feel uncomfortable, but I think it's all good forward progress, whether it's a situation or a person or like business or home and family. But yeah, let's see, you know, how those channeled messages and planetary information guide your tarot readings. So let's start. Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio for the month of June 2019? Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio for June 2019? One more shuffle. Scorpio, June 2018. All right, let's get some overall energy for Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay. Yeah, here we go. We're starting with 3 reversals here, Scorpio. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. That is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We do have a 4. A 4 is about balance and foundation, but it's reversed. So overall energy, like I said, you are, see, in the upright, the 4 of Pentacles is like you being fickle, you being, keeping things very close to your heart chakra, especially if it comes to resources. You're not spending a lot because you don't have a lot to spend and money's coming in slowly, but it's in the reverse, and this is the overall energy. So I feel like you're finally starting, this could mean the opposite of that, like money's finally starting to come in a little bit more. You're starting to not be afraid to, say, open up or to spend things. You're working, you know, I kind of feel as though Spirit's saying you do, however, need to focus on working on being grounded. And that could be because Earth energy is about the body, materialistic things, your senses, success, loyalty. So a situation could have you feeling a little bit ungrounded, possibly. But I kind of feel like what I'm seeing is him being closed off, but it's in reverse. So I feel as though this card is about being more open. But then right next to it, we have Temperate. So we have Sagittarius here. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, right? And Temperate's in reverse. Temperate is all about balance, okay? Balance of your spiritual self, your higher self, but also being grounded and balanced in the 3D world. You know what I mean? She's got 1 foot in water, which is the psyche and the emotions, and she's got 1 foot on land, which would be earth energy, which is being grounded, right? And in the upright, you know, she's equally flowing the water, the emotions. In both cups, she's got, you know, protection, and you see the angel wings. So, you know, you could assume that this is guidance and support by angels, and then, you know, a little bit of intuition going on there at the crown chakra, but it's in reverse. So you could be a little bit unbalanced and ungrounded this month is what I'm feeling for you, potentially about an individual or a situation. Or you're feeling that way because I do feel like you're in your feelings this month. There's a lot of things you're thinking about, but you're feeling so deeply, you don't know how to navigate the flow, is what I'm hearing from Spirit. And I think in the past, and we've got a lot of, see, I see cups and temperance, but here's cups here, which would be you. Okay, that's water energy. That's Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. The Four of Cups in the upright, you know, that's somebody making an offer to you, could be love, and you just not really wanting to take it, but it's in the reverse. So I feel as though you are now ready maybe to move on, or you're ready to finally start opening up a little bit more towards an offer of love or commitment. But at the same time, there's something going on with balance and grounding. Maybe not feeling ready yet, not being sure of the choice. Let's get a little bit more here. Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio for the month of June? Okay. Yeah, so here's some air energy presenting itself. So this would be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. We've got the Five of Swords. You know, this card is a tough card in the tarot. It often's about conflict, arguments. You know, the swords are about thoughts and communication. But normally with the Five of Swords, that's kind of like things being said that are very hurtful. They're those things that when people talk to you in a certain way, you don't forget it, you know. There's normally multiple people involved. So it could be you in a situation or with other people, someone you're interested in relationship-wise. And, you know, you're not an air energy. So I kind of feel like this is the other person. And maybe that's what made you feel this, not wanting to take their offer. Because some things are just going on. Maybe this is what we were talking about, the battle of the wills, you know, the ideologies and beliefs. And maybe that's why I kept smelling and seeing lemons. Because, you know, the saying of when life, you know, throws lemons at you, what do you do with them? How do you react to them, right? So it could be that in your recent past, you've been a little ungrounded. You've been a little bit unbalanced due to a situation. I think the situation is involved with someone or people that you're close with. I feel it's love related or relationship where things were said and done that made you stand back and take a break from this person or the situation for a second. And you weren't sure whether or not you wanted to step back into it or take an offer. And I think a lot of it is things that were said, and now you're in your feelings and you're replaying this a lot. And you just don't know. You're kind of confused a little bit of what to do with the situation. Again, I said I saw a tug of war, and I could kind of see how a Five of Swords would resonate with the connection of the tug of war image I got when I was channeling your energy for this month. And we do have a lot of air in the planetary alignments, especially since it's Gemini season. So again, you could be dealing with air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, air energy. Yeah, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. So far though, we have Sagittarius on the board. We do have earth energy, we have water energy, and we have air energy. So really, you could be dealing with almost anybody from the zodiac. But I'm kind of feeling could be a Sagittarius. It could be a Gemini, are the ones that are jumping out to me right now. Next, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So again, you have another pentacle or a coin on the board in reverse. Normally the King in the upright, you know, this is the King of abundance, of grounding. You know, it's someone who's worked for things over a long period of time. Someone who's slow, especially when it comes to relationships or business or finances. They're not a get rich quick type person. They're if I work hard and I take baby steps over a long time, that's, you know, I want to earn by longevity. I want to earn by loyalty to a company. I want to work hard for what I have and be proud of it. I don't want to just, you know, do something quick. But that's in reverse. So it could be right now, maybe if this is business related or job related, maybe you're having potential issues with work, with coworkers, offers that you're looking for aren't being made. You don't have balance at work, lack of money coming in, or not being happy with work, for those of you who that career point resonates with. But I am getting this as more relationship, and I'm kind of feeling as though I feel the coins are more you. I'm feeling more your energy, in that you're not sure if this is something or a situation you want to be in for the long haul, because coins is about putting time and energy into something. And they're in reverse. So I really feel like this situation or this person has made you feel really ungrounded, unbalanced, and they have you in your thoughts about something happened, was said. There could have been a argument or a fight or a phone call conversation where things were said, and you just keep replaying it in your mind, and it hurts over and over again, and you don't know. But then at the same time, you do, I still feel like you don't know how to, it's like a cord not being cut. You still feel connected to this person. You have another king here, which is interesting. We have two kings by each other, opposing each other. So then you have the King of Swords in the upright. Again, more air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay? So some truth is coming to light. Some truth is being said. I feel like this is the card when we were talking about earlier in your channeled message, of where you're finally opening up. You're not scared to be a little bit vulnerable. You're trying to articulate your deep values and how you feel, right? And because of this, a king's ready for battle. So you may have to battle. It could be yourself mentally, or it could be the other individual. But I don't see you with the Seven of Cups in reverse really looking at anybody else, or any other situations. Either you feel as though you don't have options or you don't have choices, and that's making you confused and unbalanced and ungrounded, because you don't know what to do with the situation. But I'm kind of feeling like if this is regarding somebody else, you're not in it yet. You're not in it right now, but you're not out of it. But you're certainly not looking at other options either. Or it could apply to them. I kind of feel like this is a relationship that could be, it's in the middle. It's not great and it's not over. But it's a little, we've got the Devil coming up. So we got Capricorn on the board. Yeah, there's a cord. They're connected, see? They're leashed to each other. So this could be a karmatic situation or relationship. I feel, like this could be a karmatic thing where there's a lesson that needs to be learned by you or the other person, or both of you together. I do feel it could be a little bit unhealthy. It could be a mentally, maybe for very few of you, a mentally abusive relationship where you or the other person, I'm not sure who, tends to be verbally aggressive, if that makes sense. This person could be keeping you from leaving. I'm getting a weird sense, and this could be just, I'm feeling one sort of energy, almost like maybe you wanted to be out of the relationship, but this person or a certain situation is keeping you from being able to make other options. And with the King of Swords, it's like you're needing to find the truth in the situation and cut free, break the chains, tug of war, okay? A final outcome card is the King of Wands. So fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. This is about being passionate in your convictions. Wands are about action. It happens in days, okay? It's about your spirit. Okay, intuition. So I feel like you're not going to allow this person to break your spirit and your passion. I do feel very strongly that you're going to come out of this. But like I said, you know, with that song, You Got Me in My Feelings, right? This month, you're definitely going to be a lot in your thoughts and in your feelings and trying to make the right decision. And I do feel like you're a little bit emotionally overwhelmed, especially with this situation or this person. Yeah. Crazy. I feel very overwhelmed for you, Scorpio. For those of you who this resonates with, there's some going on. Like, you know, a little bit of drama, I feel like. Hey. Okay, let's see. Let's get some clarification using the Psychic Tarot. All right, Spirit, help me clarify the messages on the table for Scorpio for the month of June 2019. All right, let's go right in. What's this Four of Pentacles in reverse? Four of Pentacles in reverse for Scorpio. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, thank you. Destiny. That's interesting. A 10. Look at that. It's kind of interesting if you look, you know, coins, and the coins have a star, and it's like, it's almost like this is like the middle, you know, like the center of the coin. Feeling split, feeling pulled in multiple different directions. Like I was saying, this is definitely going to be a month where you're doing a lot of deep emotional, like self-healing, self-guiding, self-learning. It's very much about you this month, Scorpio. Look, she's, you know, pulling her hands to her heart. Same with him, although this card was in reverse for you. So I feel like you're having this like inner struggle about how much you should open up to somebody or a situation. Or it could be like maybe in the past you didn't open up enough, and so you're trying to open up more in a new relationship, and that's hard for you. Or it could be vice versa, where maybe you were too vulnerable and opened up too much in a relationship. Someone took advantage of your words or your feelings that you expressed and used it, took advantage of that, and that makes you now more cold and standoffish in your current situation or relationship, potentially. What's this Temperance in reverse for Scorpio? What's out of balance? That's a lot of cards. Temperance in reverse for Scorpio. One card, Temperance in reverse. Thank you so much. Financial and material changes. So, yeah, this month regarding finances, you do have two Pentacles in reverse. You have Temperance in reverse, and this is clarifying it. So, if you're thinking about like finances and material and resources, things are a little unbalanced this month. You're not completely broke, but you're not completely doing where you want to be. So just be mindful and cognizant of your finances. And no, June may, for many of you, not be the month where a lot of finances are coming in, okay? Because I do feel like this month, more so for you, is all about feelings and your thoughts in this situation and more relationship type issues. I don't feel very strongly for career or finances, okay? What's this Four of Cups in reverse? Four of Cups in reverse for Scorpio, June 2019. That's a lot. One card, Four of Cups. Okay. Spirit's like, we're going to give you what we're going to give you. Okay. Victory and success. Solar plexus chakra. Positive movement forward in reverse. Material harvest. So I do feel, Scorpio, like I said, the situation is what's tough, but you personally are doing well, okay? You're coming out with the King of Wands. Passionate, working ahead, taking action. So I do feel for you with this victory and this material harvest that maybe you're putting your energy into yourself or into your career to get your mind off things. And that may be very good for you. You have the solar plexus chakra and it's open and bright. So that's really positive for you personally. I do feel though, as though the situation or individual, I'm not feeling that for this month, there's going to be a lot of positive movement forward in the situation or relationship. I almost feel like, okay, there's a sailboat and it's like you've put the sail down and you're just kind of chilling for a second. Because I feel like this person is just a little bit too much right now. And it's almost like you need to just get this temperance in the upright. You need to get rebalanced, get grounded again. And so you're kind of doing you, kind of doing you for a moment. I don't think that's a bad thing. What's this devil in the upright for Scorpio? Devil in the upright. Devil in the upright. Thank you. That one shot out of here. Trapped in fear. Yeah, here we go. So devil, trapped in fear. You're fearful of something. I don't know if it's making the right decision about the situation or person. I feel like deep down, the situation isn't good. I feel like maybe a little bit of you is thinking maybe you want to get out of the situation, but you can't. You can't let it go. And you're trapped in your feelings and your thoughts. You feel imprisoned by your feelings and thoughts. But I think you do know that if you broke these chains with the situation or this person, it's actually going to be beneficial to you. And that could be what the lesson is that you need to let go of people or situation or things that are emotionally draining and not positive for you. Okay? Because by not doing that, you're keeping yourself from ascending forward. And it's really cutting yourself in multiple facets. It's like you want to get a whole you and not be split up, kind of like Harry Potter. Okay, weird analogy, but when he and Hermione and Ron are looking for Lord Voldemort's Horcruxes, and because he split his self, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a fan, that's kind of what I feel like with this Destiny card, is that it's almost like a lesson here that you're being torn into different directions, and you need to get balanced and it's all about self this month for you, Scorpio, and not letting other people take pieces of you or your energy away and having them. Don't let other people have power to have pieces of you. Does that make sense? I hope it does. What's this final outcome? King of Wands for Scorpio. Patience. Yeah. Patience. Slow and steady wins the race. Plant the seeds. Do you. Meditate. Be out in nature. Okay? Do you for right now. Put time, effort, food, water, nurturement into yourself. Be passionate about yourself for right now. I think that's going to be super important. Super, super important. Okay? I'm going to pull some cards out of the Romance Angel deck, because I do feel this reading is strongly about relationships, connections. So, if you are someone who's wondering, if you're a Scorpio wondering about this situation, and you got someone in your life or someone you're thinking about, let's see. Spirit, help guide me for Scorpio for June 2019 regarding love and relationships. Love and relationships, Scorpio. Okay, thank you. So we got flirt in reversed. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And it's in the reverse. And it kind of goes with what Spirit was saying here. It's about you this month. You do you. You nurture. You put passion and energy and thought to yourself. So I feel as though Spirit's saying, don't put your time and energy and affection into another person or other people. It's time to put that into you. Okay? Make yourself a stronger you. Especially if you want love in the future. If you're only 10% of you, it's going to be hard if you're dating. It's going to be hard to be in a healthy relationship. You got to be 100% you. So I feel, yeah, don't be putting your time and energy into others this month. Actually put more into yourself. Okay? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. So you potentially could have a child with this individual, and that could be where this devil's coming into. You have some binding to this individual, and it could be because you have a child or children together, and maybe you thought about leaving the relationship, but you're staying in it, or you're staying close to it and dealing with the heartache and the challenges because you're fearful. Okay, you're fearful because children are involved, and you're worried about bringing other people into their life potentially, and that could be a message that resonates with a few of you. Yeah. Let's do one more. Yeah, chemistry in the reverse. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. For right now, in this period of time when you're hearing this reading, there's not a strong, because look, flirt and chemistry in the reverse. There's not a strong physical attraction or high frequency energy with this situation or this person for right now for you. And I don't think Spirit could have said it any louder that you need to take time for yourself this month. You do you, sweetheart. Okay. So I have here a little bit more guidance. I have the Oracle of E cards. We're going to pull these cards. What kind of messages does Spirit have for you? What kind of messages does Spirit have for Scorpio in the month of June? Scorpio, month of June. Scorpio in the month of June. Oracle cards. Scorpio, month of June. Scorpio, month of June. Okay. Entangled. Yeah, you're feeling, it's a 13. Yeah, you're feeling stuck in some situation, especially with this devil and this cord and this fearful. This situation's got you feeling trapped, entangled, and that's what you're fearful of. There's some reason why you're connected to this person. You could be married. You could have children. You could definitely be someone who's arguing a lot, maybe trying to separate or go through a divorce. Someone's got you feeling entangled. Not grounded, not balanced. Let's get one more for Scorpio. Scorpio for June. Scorpio for June. Scorpio for June. Thank you. Wow, that's a lot. Free fallen. Yeah, free fallen. You feel out of control. Jackpot. And it's in reverse, but got an owie. Yeah, the situation has you in your feelings. You feel hurt. You feel entangled. You feel like you're just free falling. You kind of don't know what to do right now. So the best thing to do is do you. But I do feel there's victory. We do have a victory card here. We do end with the King of Wands. So jackpot, victory. I do feel if you do take heed in these messages, you work on yourself for a second, be patient, maybe let some time pass with the situation, allow yourself to clearly think it through. I think it will be in your best interest. And let's end here, Scorpio, with what lessons is Scorpio learning or needing to learn in this situation right now? Let's pull some lesson cards for Scorpio. Scorpio for June. Get one more lesson card. Scorpio for June. Scorpio for June. Scorpio for June. Thank you. Okay. change and surrender. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. Okay? Be patient, but you got to be like the King of Swords. Action, movement. The situation does need change. Okay? That doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be out of this relationship if you don't want to be. Okay? But something in the relationship has to change. For some of you, the situation or this person, you need to move on from them. Okay? So change is imminent and you need to do that. Surrender is the other lesson you need to learn. I can release my need for control. So I think that's why you're so much in your feelings in your head, is because you want to control the situation. But you have the Destiny card up here with the overall energy. So it's kind of one of those things where you can try to control the situation, this person, this relationship, whatever connection, as much as you want to. But you've got the universe, you've got destiny, you've got karma in play here. And so I think it's a little bit about surrendering. Okay, being patient and letting the situation or the relationship develop on its own. Okay, with respect to the other elements, you know, in the universe, spirit, and just destiny and karma and all that other stuff. Take a step back and trust the world, trust the universe to steer you in the right direction. Okay, no, change is coming is one of the lessons. Change is coming and is needed, but you kind of also need to surrender and let it happen. So in June, take a step back, Scorpio, and don't plan life. Let life happen to you. Okay? All right, Scorpio, I hope this message resonated with you. If it did, please click that like button. Please also share this so you can be #1 again for next month. I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Click that notification bell so you can get notifications on when I post videos. And again, there's a ton of information regarding my channel in the description box below. Feel free to follow me on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. The links are down below. And if you're interested in a free reading, subscribe, leave comments. You can enter the contest. Or if you're interested in booking a reading, that information's in the description box below. You can email me at followyourarrowtarot@gmail.com. All right, Scorpio, thank you for watching. Thank you for your love and support. If you're returning, if you're new, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoyed your time here. And I look so much forward to seeing how this story develops further in July. And I look forward to seeing you back then. All right. With that being said, Scorpio, have a great rest of your June. And I'm sending you lots of strength and lots of happiness and love and clear thoughts and energy your way for the month of June. Again, thank you so much. Talk to you later.